Good morning. It's a brand new day in the nation's capital. Go after your target, go after your goals so that you don't become the target. And it is on that note, I welcome you to today's edition of the program. Good morning, Abuja, showing on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I'm Deborah Abba Usman. Yes, I'm home alone, but not to worry. Today's program is going to be very informative, interesting, and educating. Welcome back from the break, and the program is still Good Morning Abuja. And well, this is taking us to our very first conversation on the program this morning. And I have a very appealing personality with me here on set this morning. But before I bring them up, I have a Sunday Awodele Donslam. Welcome on the program.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Sunday Awodele Donslam is the organizer and consultant, Queen Abuja Beauty Pageant. And I have also on the set a very appealing personality, like I told you, in the person of Victoria Awodele. Victoria Awodele is the Oreke. Okay, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me go to the organizer, Mr. Sunday.
Okay.
Yes, what do you do?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm a modeling and pageant consultant.
Okay.
And what we do is we organize pageantries, and we organize modeling contests, and we, as we're trained models, we discover talent, and we train talent and promote talent, especially in the area of pageantry and modeling. We have gone to the extent of bringing up a model to represent Nigeria at the Miss World pageant.
Okay.
So, and that was 2016, and the lady was discovered by our amiable organization at the University of Ibadan. That's the peak of it, as in our model, somebody that we discovered actually went for Miss World pageant. So we had models that won several other pageantry, to mention but a few: NBGN, Miss Nigeria, Miss Niger Delta, and Miss Oyo State, Miss Ogun State, Miss Osun State, among others.
Okay, let's narrow down our discussion to the brand ambassador that you brought to the studio with us.
Okay.
Lady, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay. How did the journey begin?
Well, it all started when I was at the university.
Okay.
Though even before then, I'd always loved modeling.
Okay.
I'd always wanted to be a queen because I love Agbani Darego.
Wow.
Then, but before then, I was into fashion designing. That was before I even got admission into the university.
Okay.
So I designed dinner wears, wedding gowns. So I love skills. So then when I got into the university, I got discovered by Donslam Models. Then just in a pageant, hostel pageants that we did then.
Okay.
So Donslam Models took me up and trained me.
Okay.
Then at the long run, I became Oreke Oyo. When the pageant came up, I went for it. It's a cultural pageant that involves discovering ladies of high value, ladies that will represent their cultural heritage well, ladies that love their culture well and are ready to promote it. Then intelligent ladies as well. So that was why I went for the pageant, because it doesn't involve opening of body parts and all of that. It was strictly cultural. So in fact we were on a full regalia of our culture. So that was how I won the pageant. Then in year 2013. So ever since then, although I studied something entirely different from modeling or fashion, so at the long run I became a manager in Donslam Models. Then I started bringing up other young ladies as well that are interested in maybe pageantry, fashion designing, or music, whichever talent you want or skill you want. I mentor them, I bring them up in that. So then right now I'm a women and children's rights advocate. So I am very much interested in women empowerment.
Okay, women, because I was coming to ask you part exactly?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
Yeah.
Tell us
So,
about that.
yeah, well, for the women empowerment, I love to see women go very far. I believe you can do a lot of things at the same time because it's something I've done before. Women, we have the power to multitask.
Yes,
So we
yes.
should be able to bring out the best out of us even while multitasking. Then as for the children, I want every children to have the right to education.
Yeah.
So I'm an advocate for that too. So go to rural areas, there's something we call pet projects.
Okay,
As a
yeah.
Queen, we embark on a pet project.
project, yes.
So we go to places where you feel you can impact. Then, I was going to like rural areas, get to see kids that maybe are less privileged. We do one or two things for them, for them to go back to school. So things like that.
When you go to rural areas,
Yes, ma'am.
there are things you see beyond your imagination.
Yes, yes,
and
ma'am.
it will inspire you to do more.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this area that you've been going, what have you done that is so outstanding that we can say, yes, Queen has done this for us when she came to this place? This was what she did.
Well, that's when I came to Abuja.
Okay.
Well, we went to Ruga Fulani.
Okay.
We went to talk to the ladies there on say no to being sex objects.
Okay.
So we sensitized them on that, and we went with some gifts, some things,
Okay.
just for them to know that they are more than being a sex object.
Yeah.
So they have more. Yeah, their future is sure, so they should believe more in their future.
Okay.
So,
I'm taking this question to the founder. All of these that you're doing, because I know you're doing this work together, what are the challenges you've encountered so far? Because you're talking about rural areas and other areas you've been touching. What are the challenges?
Fine is what we've been doing for over 2 decades now,
Okay.
and we are used to it.
Okay.
Sometimes when you get to some places, the guys there, the home boys or the home ladies there will ask you for tips. Oh, we want you to tip us on this and that. We need money, we need this, we need that. And that is one. Then two, sometimes you get to a location whereby you won't understand their language.
Yeah.
And their culture, their
Yes.
traditions and all, you will just need to adapt and with the environment at that time. And another challenge sometimes are challenges of on logistics.
Yes.
So you need to look for people to sponsor you, or probably the organization will sponsor themselves and all, things like that. And
Well, talking about
sometimes
sponsor.
yes.
Let me not cut you. Talking about sponsor, how have you been making your money to run all of this?
Yes. Well, like the one she said earlier, Queen Abuja Beauty Pageant
Yes.
organization sponsored that.
Okay.
But before then, we used to have wife of governors
Okay.
as in sponsoring, as in that's the first ladies. In most cases, most of our sponsor has been first ladies, like First Lady of Oyo State, the former First Lady, as Mrs. Florence Ajimobi did well, among others. We have the First Lady of Kogi, the Wada people then, and of course, First Lady, Madam Fashola then too. That's to mention, few of them that we can actually recall, and sometimes special advisors
Okay.
too, who believe so much in culture and traditions. They come to our rescue as well. But at the same time, we sponsor ourselves.
Yes.
Our organization, we have a pause for that.
Okay. Do you intend taking this project to other states of the federation?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
We have the intention.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Okay, good. Like the Queen Abuja Beauty Pageant now is actually it's just that it's centralized here in FCT.
Okay.
It's a national thing. For as much as you can claim a residence here in Abuja, you can contest.
Okay.
You can come from Oyo State, from Ogun State, from Enugu, from Ekiti State, from Bayelsa, from Nasarawa, from Castina. Once you can claim a residence here in Abuja, actually let us know that you can stay for a year, or you've been staying here for more than a year here, then you are happy to, you know, contest.
Okay.
And that is the first one. Then for the second one, I think your question is how do we
intend taking it to other states of the
yes,
federation.
so that I don't want to you know, deviate from that. Our intention is just to start from the center here, which is
Before
the
it
FCT,
goes to
and before it goes to the
places.
other places. But of course, now it's getting to the other places as we speak now. As we speak now, Lagos State, they are aware of this program and they are getting back to us. Bayelsa, as of this morning, they are getting back to us. I spoke with one of the special you know, assistants to His Excellency in Bayelsa yesterday, which you know, they were interested in the program. So
the last one you organized was when?
Oh, the pageant.
Yes, the pageant. The last one you organized.
We organize every now and then. That is what we do basically. So it's every year thing, and most times they call us to consult for them, especially the organization that are just bringing up, to consult or probably to be the chief judge, as in for the pageant. Even if we are not the organizer, then they always call us to be the chief judge, being our experience. And of course, just of 2 weeks now, we organized one at NYSC for National Youth Service Corps, and you know,
it's a good one. Well, let me come to our Queen. What you're doing is a very, very good work you are doing, and you're promoting culture according to you.
Yes,
and you've done so many.
Yes,
what are you doing presently?
Okay. Well, right now I'm the talent manager at Donsla Models, and I'm the brand ambassador to Quuen Abuja, and I'm also the head talent and camp at the Quuen Abuja. Meaning, I'm going to at the whole process of the program. I'm fully involved. When the final, the grand finale comes as well, I'll be fully involved in the camping, the whole camping activities. I'll be the one to bring all the trainers, the people that are going to be training them, both on choreography, the acting, every aspect of the camping. So I'm fully involved in that. Then lastly, I consult. I consult for fashion. Because I'm also a fashion designer. So I consult for people that want to go into fashion designing and don't know how to go about it or how to start. Yes.
Well, I want to say you are doing well. And at this point, do you need assistance to help in what you're doing?
Well, I do.
Okay, how do you want everyone watching you to come in?
Okay, well, where I need assistance will be, just like we said earlier, sponsorship, because I really wish to impact ladies out there. Women, ladies, female children, I wish to impact them. I want them to know that they have a bright future and they shouldn't look down on themselves. They should believe in themselves. They should know that they have the capacity to become what they wish to become in the future. And all this we're talking about involves fund. I've been trying my best to doing the little I can do. But if more funds come in, we can do bigger things.
Okay, I won't let you go without advising the residents, especially the FCT residents, people that want to be like you when they grow up. What do you have to tell them?
Well, what I have to tell them is that they should believe in themselves. They should believe that whatever they want to become, they can be. Then they shouldn't look down on themselves. They shouldn't allow anybody to talk down on them. You should believe in yourself. Whatever you want to do, have the mind that you will do it. Then you can always start small. Don't think, okay, I have to do it in a big way. Start small, start from somewhere. Before you know it, then the sky is your starting point.
Well, thank you so much for coming on our program this morning. Victoria Awodele de Oreke Oyo One.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you very much,
our consultant, Sunday
Awodele.
Awodele. You're welcome. And I want to say you are really, really doing a good and great job for the betterment of our society.
Thank you. The generation love them, and they should keep their great foresight, you know, ahead, and you know, believe in themselves, as she has rightly said, because we can no longer let our identity be swapped like seasons,
Okay.
while we stay mindless of who we really are.
Okay.
So we are after our identity
Okay.
as the custodians of art and culture. Let's take it up.
Okay.
God
Thank
bless
you very
Nigeria.
much. Thank you very much.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. We are going on a short break and we will be right back. Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, the program is still Good Morning Abuja, showing on the Unity Station NTA Abuja Channel 5. Okay, next on our lineup, we have a guest in the house. Before I bring her on, I want to tell you a little about her. She is the founder and president of Sustaining Continuity in Education Foundation. And education of children is integral to the development of our society. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Rose Onyeku Ashinze. You're welcome to the program. Good morning, Abuja.
Good morning, Abuja.
Yes, you look lively and beautiful. Okay, what
Thank
do
you,
you
dear.
do in your foundation, your mandates in your foundation?
Yeah, the mandate of our foundation, Sustaining Continuity in Education Foundation, SCEF, is a foundation that is founded on passion. Because we saw that after series of life experiences and engagements, that the mindset of people need to be redirected. People need to be taught, especially children. Catch them young. You've gotten what you want in life. So what we do is we go from communities to communities, we go from village to village, we go to schools and tutor them and mentor them on how to change their thought, to have a paradigm shift in life.
Okay, you talk about how to change their thought. What do you mean by that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Today we are, like yesterday, we marked the International Day for Literacy.
Okay.
Education is very important. When the mind is sanitized, when the mind is renewed, there's every tendency that that child will behave better. When you pump the mind of a child with goodness, with the truth of life, that certain things should not be done this way, certain things should not be done that way. You can't see a child of 10 years and you are calling him my wife. Ah, this is my boyfriend. Words are very powerful. So we teach the children, when anybody does that to you, please say no to it.
Now, talking about educating the children, are you particular about some sets, or is it for both girls and boys?
Oh, my sister, when we talk about education, we talk gender equality. Not just boy, not just girl, but the ones that are physically challenged or physically gifted. These three people are in the picture of our campaign and advocacy. That all of them should be given equal right to have the best of the mindset to work with in life. Like I told you the first time. You see, we campaign, we do advocacy, we talk, like yesterday that was International Day for Literacy, we tutor them to say no to certain behavioral attitude.
Like,
My wife, come give me water to drink now. You pat her at the back. Haba. We teach the child to say no to it.
okay,
Put down your foot and say no. It's an intro to rape.
okay,
It's an intro to child abuse.
okay.
It's an intro to taking undue advantage of your gender.
There is this slogan you coined out. Call me princess.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Call me princess, call me prince. Like I said from the onset, when you see a child and you begin to call that child my wife, ìyàwó mi, ọkọ mi, come, give me water, and you begin, an elderly person that is far above the age of that child, is a signal to that child to say, this uncle or this mommy has something in her mind or in his mind. Then when you see a child, you say, princess, come. That name gives that child a dignity that nothing takes away from her. Gives her an integrity. Prince, you are a prince. The child blossoms from inside of him. So I'm a prince. So there are things I shouldn't do. I shouldn't carry gun to shoot anybody. I shouldn't take drugs. I shouldn't cheat in the exam. I shouldn't take what doesn't belong to me. You know, that name alone puts that child on the right track to say no to certain vices of the society, either by peer pressure or by elders that teach children on what to do.
Okay.
Because at times elders will use children for child trafficking.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Okay. We are talking about children education now, and you say on both sides, both boys and girls.
Yes, yes.
At what age should we start this teaching?
From the womb.
Okay. How?
Fine. Thank you for asking. SCEF advocates when we go to speak with women, we don't just only speak to children, we also speak to parents.
Okay.
We tell the parents that listen, especially women, that when the child is forming in your stomach, you should be talking to that child. This my child, oh, you are not going to follow anything that is not our traditionally accepted behavior. Because every society, every individual, every family have something that is their norm.
Okay.
And Africans, we have something that is our norm. And that basic thing that is our norm is that we don't take what does not belong to us. So the woman should talk to her child that as you are coming out, please remember we have shame. We have a name to protect. And even the father in the house, as the child comes out, the father also plays a role. But for a mother to play a role, that mother also must have an integrity that she is also portraying. It's not, you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah, you can't give what you
You can't give what you don't have. So SCEF is not only concentrated on going to schools, we go to communities like I told you.
Yes.
We also go to villages, we also go to towns. We try to talk to parents, we try to talk to the children as well. I've had an instance as an individual. I went to a school one day, I called a child Princess. He looked at me. I said, yeah, that's who you are. He said, me.
Yeah.
My mommy is always telling me you are an idiot.
Oh.
I said, no, you are a princess.
And you have a bright
future.
Yeah.
I see you as the next president of Nigeria. Do you know, till I left Lagos, that child is now, I think she has graduated.
And that brought in automatical
Revolution in that
her,
person to do
her.
something good
Okay.
and to stand on the right channel of
Okay.
life.
That's why this advocacy is here and there, and it's part of what you're doing
Yeah.
also. Things are still happening in our society.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep talking and to bring it to the barest minimum. When children are assaulted, who should be the first line of call or contact?
Yeah, when children are assaulted, we are always advised that the parents should be called in first. Then you now get the government involved. Like, I thank God for FCT. I'm not here to campaign for them, but I think I'm happy with what the FCT minister is doing and what is happening in FCT. If you go to the desk of child trafficking in any of the FCT, go to police station, go to anywhere they have their desk, go to the local secretariat, they will follow you. You don't need to pay anybody any money.
Okay.
They are there for you. The moment you they are just a phone call away. Or you call any of the NGOs. Sekefa is carrying it on their head, you know. And also, women in advocacy for women, they also carrying it on their head. If you call them, they will be there for you.
Okay. And all these things you're doing, I can tell you, is not without challenges. Especially the rural areas, the remote places you've been into. Can you just tell us a little about the challenges you faced so far?
Okay, I want to relay my experience going to Kuje. There's a village after Kuje, you go right inside. It may not shock you because I know as media people, you people are aware, where albinos are still being killed and women that give birth to twins are still maltreated. The road, it's a joy to me or my team to walk in such remote areas. But the challenge there is that culture is still hindering a lot of our advocacy that we are doing. This is where I want the government to really pay more attention to. We can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And also we need security, because at times the environment can become volatile, that you want to teach their women to read, to write, or enlighten them on their rights as a woman. You know, they can become volatile. So that is just, I don't think, apart from that, that's just it. But we are happy doing what we are doing.
Okay, since you're happy doing what you're doing, are you doing it for money? Yes. Yes.
I told you from the onset that SCEF is born out of passion.
Yeah.
We do it because we love what we do. And we love that there is a rewarder.
Yeah.
There is a rewarder. There is a rewarder. And we can't leave everything for government to do for us. So we contribute our own bit, you contribute your own bit, and shoulder to shoulder, Nigeria, we keep getting better and better, because we don't have another country than this that we call ours.
This is our country.
This is our country.
So it's a very good way to stop it. But before I let you go, is there any other way you need an assistant to help ease this work you're doing?
Yeah, the assistance we need, or I need as an advocate, is that we want you, please, anywhere you see any child that is being molested, whether you are the mother, whether you are the guardian, put a mouth to it.
Okay.
Do not keep away and say it doesn't concern me. What goes round will still go round. Please, be there for each other. At times I'll be driving on the road and I will see somebody that is being challenged, or somebody want to take advantage of that person because the person is either wearing uniform. I park. So far you are somebody, especially if you are a woman, I'll park and ask, what is it? At times I even follow them to the police station to find out what. I take pictures if I can. So let us be our brother's keeper. That is just what I want to get.
It's a good place to peg it this morning. Let's all be our brother's keeper.
Yeah.
And you have been doing well. We thank you so much for contributing your part to the development of our society.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome on the program once
Thank
more.
you for inviting
thank
me.
you.
Thank you for inviting SCEF. SCEF, we appreciate you.
Yes, we've been speaking with Rose Onyeku Ashinze, and she's been doing very, very well. She's doing her part to develop this society, and it is a collective effort, and it is for all of us to rise up to ensure that education of children is given most attention. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
Had fun on the program with the personalities that we have on our program this morning. The guests that talked about children education, down to the beauty queen that came to tell us what she has been doing. It is all awesome on the program today. Join us tomorrow for another interesting episode of the program Good Morning Abuja. I remain your host, Deborah Abba Usman. Good morning, and do have a blissful day.